The Man Who Asked Jesus to Remember Him. Stories by Anna. And Inner Fire Motivation TV. Nobody expected the criminal beside Jesus to enter paradise. But in his final moments, he asked for mercy, and heaven answered. Welcome to Stories by Anna and Inner Fire Motivation TV, where faith, courage and truth come alive through story. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe so more hearts can be encouraged. Tonight's story is about a man who made many wrong choices, but discovered something beautiful before the very end. God's grace can still reach you. The sky was heavy that day. Dark clouds slowly moved above the hill called Calvary. People whispered quietly. Some cried. Others stared. And on the crosses beside Jesus hung two criminals. One man was angry. He mocked Jesus. If you are really powerful, he shouted, save yourself and save us too. But the other man was different. He knew he had made mistakes, many mistakes. He knew his life had been filled with wrong choices. And now, he was at the end. The man turned slowly toward Jesus. Maybe his voice trembled, maybe tears filled his eyes, but somehow, in that painful moment, he believed. Not because he saw angels, not because he saw miracles, but because something about Jesus felt different, peaceful, loving, holy. Then the man said words that would never be forgotten. Jesus, when you come into your kingdom, please remember me. The crowd probably did not notice. The soldiers probably kept walking. But heaven heard him. And Jesus answered gently, today you will be with me in paradise. Paradise for a criminal, for a broken man, for someone who had lived wrongly. At the very end, grace found him. The wind continued blowing across the hill, but something had changed. The man who once felt hopeless now had peace, not because he was perfect, not because he earned it, but because he believed. And that is what makes this story so powerful. Grace does not wait for perfection. It meets us where we are. Message for children. Sometimes people make wrong choices. Sometimes people feel ashamed or afraid. But Jesus is loving and full of mercy. The man on the cross teaches us something beautiful. It is never too late to turn toward Jesus, never too late to ask for grace, never too late to believe. Quiet reflection moment. Imagine that man's final moments, the pain, the fear, and then suddenly hope, because Jesus saw more than his mistakes. Jesus saw his heart. If this story touched your heart, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more inspiring Bible stories. And remember, grace can reach anyone. This is Stories by Anna and Inner Fire Motivation TV, where faith keeps the fire burning.